the media and everybody else focuses on 0.1% of schools and learners who are renegades and do bad things, we tend to forget about the large majority of teachers and a large majority of learners who are very happy to continue with their learning and are going forward. As we start the new year, mine is to say this, that among the renegade children who want to go home to rest, we shall allow them. My instruction to the head teacher is that if there is a child who does not want to go to school and he wants to go and rest with his parents to take exams from home, let him go, rather than harming the infrastructure, because it is actually ridiculous for a child where there are 2,000 children, because you don't want to read, because you take drugs, because you are a homosexual or what have you, or a lesbian, because you want everybody else to. I've also empowered the principal to feel very free. If you see anything, if anybody asks you for money, front or back, feel very free to consult me. Because me, I have no kids. I will tell you what to do. And I will protect you. And I love. And you also, if you are intimidated by anybody, whoever it is, because I cannot intimidate you. You never see me coming back to you behind the chair saying, oh, can you bring something? If I can't, and I'm the head of the ministry, are we together here? So we hope that by the time we are retiring from government, the examinations will be all ready. It doesn't matter that we shall not be there. Whoever takes over the government will be able to administer the examination to your children with the help of the gallant teachers. We are also hopeful that by that time, Mamangina school girls should be in this campus. And that would mean that almost every month I'll be here to check what I have come to. So we are going to be extremely vigilant. Let me recognize our sister ministry of Interior and Coordination of the National Government, presented here by the Deputy County Commissioner, that we shall continue to work together. The children are ours, and let us not be afraid to check them. Do not be afraid to check them. If a child is doing something wrong, you must tell the child this is not the right way to do. My second station is here at Mamangina, and you know that name Mamangina, whether you like it or not, it is a name that Mamangina is the real first lady, the first lady. Let us follow. So for our history and heritage, it is a name that we have to respect. This school is named after her. The contractor is doing well, except that, time is the only thing that you can't save. And since the government of His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta wants performance-based management. Performance-based management means you must measure what you do for what period of time. So I've been assured by the head teacher and the contractor, he doesn't want the picture to take this. Yes, sir, it can also be seen. This contractor, who is also well-paid like me, has given me his word that the phase 1 of this building you are seeing behind me shall be complete within 1 month, by the end of January. The government has already provided money. I have pronounced myself on this 1,000 times. Primary school is 100% free. Point number 1. 100% free in public schools. So no parent can tell you the child is not going to. And I also ordered last year, I did request, I ordered that any child who goes to school without uniform should not be what? Should not be sent home. So primary school is sorted. Number 2, secondary school. 75% of secondary schools are day schools. There is what we call free day secondary school, where the government pays 244,000, is it? Is 24,400 and something shillings per child. That takes care of everything. As books are given to children in primary school, books are also given to children in secondary school. I've just told you that we have spent 28 billion from 2018. Are we together here? So you will assume that all day secondary school children have nothing to pay. If you want to pay for food, if you have, you can pay. If you don't, I have already said you don't. I never ate lunch when I was at Cerebral Center for this time. Do I look like I died? It's a lot of nonsense. Now the only fees that is payable is if you choose for your child to go to a boarding school. And in the boarding school, they still get that's all that is required. Them have done so. They have managed the children well. Again, you have focused on the few that are making noise. If you want to focus on those few, I have no time for you. You focus on the majority. So no Kenyan child should be out of school because of school fees in the new year. The money that I've told you the government is making available, as we open third term, the government is going to ensure that the money is in the schools by that time. As far as examinations are concerned, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's government decided long before I joined government that all children, whether from public or private, the exam fees are paid in full. In full. So this parent that does not want the child to go back to school, let him or her keep the child at home. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because if it's a genuine case, and it is a case of money not being there, we have already told the teachers, take what the parent brings to school and agree on how the parent is going to continue. But you must also agree that there are parents, for example, where you find that the child is a homosexual or a lesbian, is on hard drugs, the other children have found out at school, and you identify the child to go to a day school that is near the home, so that the parent can help in rehabilitation. You say, no, the child must go back to the examination. Whose side are you on? You as the major person. Are you going to look at the one child or the 2,000 that are at school? Yes, so we shall listen to the parents, but I think let us be realistic. The hands are not the same, and I keep urging the head teachers and principals that you must not send a child home for extra charges. That one is criminal, and Bwana TSC iko wapi? Yes, sir. Can we agree that we take action? If you decide to levy children, if you want to levy children, then you must levy children at your own cost and at your own risk. In terms of parents who can afford helping the school, this is voluntary from Teachers Parents Association, and it must take into account the agreeability and the affordability. The majority of the parents may want to contribute on their own. Those who can afford but don't want to contribute, to leave them alone. And those who are poor and indigent, don't even send them home. In fact, they could benefit from the others. I use the same principle in my clinic when I used to be there.